It's unusual to find a single person with such a broad range of interests and abilities spanning fashion, music, footwear, and politics. Among them, Kanye West stands out. His incredible talent is something nobody can take away from him. He has been instrumental in making hip-hop the Generation Y's main source of nutrition by fusing together faultless beats and novel genres. Kanye has made billions of dollars in the fashion industry and with his music because he has helped many people feel better about themselves. So despite varying opinions about Kanye, has allowed him to network with some of the most influential individuals in the world. There's no doubt that his varied collection of Yeezy shoes revolutionized the shoe industry. Kanye, though, has seen a totally different picture created by reality. Some heated debates have centered on him. While he seems to have made it, his family has been split apart and he has been mocked by Hollywood's A-list. There isn't much left of Kanye on the inside for him to figure out how he turned into such a tragic contradiction to society. We have to go all the way back to when he was just starting out. Kanye Murray West was born on June 8, 1977, in Atlanta, Georgia. Ray Sr. was a photographer for the Atlanta Journal and an active member of the Black Panther Party. In his latter years, he provided Christian counseling services. West's mother was a school teacher who went on to get her English degree from Chicago State University. Kanye started out as a painter at Chicago State University, and his mother served as his manager until her untimely death in 2007 at the age of 58 from a heart condition related to cosmetic surgery. At the age of 20, he decided to pursue his goal of being a rapper full-time and dropped out of school. He worked from 8 a.m. till 4 a.m. at his telemarketing job because he wanted so badly to get into the rap music business. The hard work has finally paid off. A year later, Kanye signed a huge contract with Chicago rapper Gravity to sell a tune. In the early 2000s, Kanye swiftly established himself as a producer for a total of $8,000, with artists such as Nasa Nemanja. At first, Kanye was known for his work as a producer for Rockefeller Records, where he assisted numerous artists and pioneered the sample-based sound now known as chipmunk soul. Despite the fact that Kanye was creating hit songs for Alicia Keys and Ludacris among, he was mostly ignored. The experience was lacking here. Kanye was at a loss for words and couldn't express how he really felt. Kanye's honest aspiration was to become a rapper, but he was taking a risk by doing so. That would require him to sacrifice some of the connections he's made. West's late Zeros albums feature a wide variety of musical styles and instruments, from orchestras to keyboards to auto-tune. Maximalism and simplicity, the themes that informed his fifth and sixth albums, Graduation, 2007, and 808 Since Sorrow, 2008. Yeezus, released in 2013, and My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy in 2010 were both critically and commercially successful. Later, in 2020, Kanye attempted an independent run for president, but he ultimately failed. I Want to Seek election in 2020. It mainly aimed to encourage regular moral behavior. Kanye's big break was certain at this moment. Since then, almost all of Kanye's endeavors have been a smashing success. Kanye West has become an international music phenomenon. He became one of the world's wealthiest artists because to his unique skill and financial acumen. Kanye West designed a sneaker for Adidas in 2006, yet it was never broadcast to the masses. His first official business partnership was with Babe. Rare and expensive, the sneakers that Kanye and Babe released together are now a collector's item. Not only did he design shoes for his own label, Anati, but also for Louis Vuitton, and most notably, Nike. During his 5 years of collaboration with Nike, 2 versions of the Air Easy sneaker were released, and the breeze is pleasant too. After the Crimson October, tickets for Air Easy 2 went on sale. The Western Hemisphere formally ceased to exist in 2013. According to West, Nike's refusal to pay him royalties for his shoe designs was heartbreaking, and Nike instead offered to give a share of sales to a charity of West's choosing. Because of this, West eventually reached out to Adidas about forming a collaboration. Kanye said that the CEO of Adidas let him build, and that's a pretty big deal. And the shoe company Adidas is paying him royalties. As part of his deal with Adidas, he kept full ownership of his brand and continues to have final say over all designs. In February of 2015, Adidas and Kanye West announced that they would be working together. The premiere of Season 1 of Yeezy was attended by several famous people, including Rihanna, Diddy, and Kanye's ex-wife Kim Kardashian. Season 2 and 3 of Yeezy premiered at the same time, also achieved a lot of success. As part of their ongoing partnership, Adidas and Kanye West have announced the launch of a new line of Yeezy products. Kanye West said in June 2016 that surprise 40,000 pair Yeezy launches were selling out in minutes. With the release of Adidas Yeezy, annual sales jumped to 30 million, to almost 1.2 billion throughout that time frame. In 2019, Yeezy and Adidas shoes generated almost $1.3 billion in annual sales. Forbes in 2020 called Yeezy's rapid rise to threaten Air Jordan's dominance in the shoe industry one of the best retail stories of the century. The percentage of royalties Kanye was receiving was 11%. Over $1.7 billion was made from shoe sales that year, earning Yeezy $191 million just from the royalties. Kanye West and Kim Kardashian had their first kid in 2011. The same year they began dating. In 2013, it may have seemed like everything was running smoothly on the surface, but there were serious flaws beneath the shiny veneer. Soon after Kanye completed construction on his empire, it began to crumble. As expected, Kanye West soon made headlines for all the wrong reasons. This isn't totally out of the ordinary after all. Even though famous people seem to have problems on a regular basis, no one has ever received such vicious criticism as Kanye West. Everything started when Kanye gave interviews where he talked about his social and political views. In an interview about victim mentality, Kanye vented his anger at the teaching of Black Americans to take the victim role. He argued that groups like Black Lives are successful in keeping Black people passive and easily manipulated because of this victim mentality. It's safe to assume that the debate surrounding these comments would only heat up after Kanye tweeted a selfie of himself wearing a Make America Great Again hat. The Washington Post promptly began calling Kanye a tyrant. BuzzFeed said he was radicalizing, and CNN argued Kanye's Paris stop should be scrapped. Rapper Kanye West surprised fans with the 9th installment of his Yeezy fashion show today. This time around, Kanye gave a speech to remember while wearing a White Lives Matter t-shirt bearing an image of the shirt itself is offensive, but Kanye's decision to wear it, which the Anti-Defamation League has condemned as a hate speech, is what has sparked the greatest criticism. After the Black Lives Matter, BLM, movements began in 2015, the phrase White Lives Matter was used almost immediately, as if his fashion show weren't controversial enough. The web went completely insane. The website claims that the slogan was first promoted by various supremacist groups, and that Kanye then used it to justify his own anti-Semitism by saying that Black people are the true Jews. Soon after, the Adidas and Kanye West partnership came under fire, and several of the rapper's stockists severed connections with the firm. A few hours later, the sale was over, and the store had sold every last pair of Yeezys it had. Yeezy shut down its website and removed GA merchandise from all of its stores. The first major corporate customer to distance itself from Ye was Balenciaga, which began deleting Kanye's photos from its website. Kanye West has lost many of his business clients since the rumors of his anti-Semitic rants began. Retailers like Foot Locker and Gap began pulling Yeezy from shelves, and fans of the brand started unloading their personal collections. Yet Yeezy's biggest loss was that Adidas severed ties with him. His failed partnership with the German sportswear giant Adidas led to a drop of $1.5 billion in Yeezy's market value and net worth. Disappear completely. According to Forbes, Kanye's fortune was diminished as a result of his choice. If Kanye loses his contract, he won't become a millionaire. His current net worth is only $400 million. Kanye West's career has been on the decline as of late, and this could prove to be the event that finally brings down one of the music industry's biggest stars. Do you believe Kanye West will be able to stand in his great storm? In the comment section area, we welcome your feedback. Please click the like and subscribe to our channel Think Insider.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this